Hey everyone, welcome back to CozyPixels. I hope you all had a lovely day and welcome to another video. As you can see, today I am showing you guys a speed build video, and it's Don's house from The Sims 2. Probably most of you recognized it already. I talked a lot about how I want to remake and remodel Pleasantview in the past few weeks, so I thought this would be the perfect time to show one of my renovations, because originally I wanted to record a 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮 challenge today, but I have a slight fever, so I thought this will be the perfect time to show some nice easy video, if I may say so myself. Here we are. As you could see, I already removed everything from Don's house and I added a driveway with an invisible recolor. That's why you can see only the pavement. And with Don's house, I'm always a bit in a bit of trouble, because I'm not really sure what to do with it most of the times. In general, the condos are not my favorite builds to make over, because they are very weird or like wonky. I don't know. I haven't seen any house like that in real life, so it's always a bit of a challenge, to say the least, to make these over. But actually this time I'm quite satisfied with how it turned out. So here we are. Yes, in most of my speed builds you can see that I spend a lot of time choosing different stuff like windows and wallpapers. So yeah, sorry, but I went with these city-like windows, maybe. In general, I went for a kind of manly man aesthetic, or I don't know how to call it. Later on you will see that I used kind of darkish colors, and I removed the wall from the first floor, which divided the living room from the hallway, because I love open plan houses. So I thought, why not? And I think in most of my builds you can see that I love using the bricks and wallpapers in the same room. So I am very satisfied with that. I really like how that looks. And by making this house, what was in my mind is, I don't know guys if you know or if you watched How I Met Your Mother, but in that there's an episode, I think, when Lily moves into Barney's house, and Barney says that his house is the perfect solitude of loneliness or something like that. So that's when he picks up women, it's straightforward for them that it's a guy's apartment, because for example there's only one towel in the bathroom and stuff like that. And that's what I was thinking, because obviously Don's character is a womanizer, to say the least. So I thought I want to make his house the most resemble his character, maybe that's the right word. And actually I really like how the kitchen area turned out. I was inspired by a photo I saw earlier, but I unfortunately can't remember where I saw it. But someone posted a picture on Tumblr, and I think I saw it like a year ago or something, using this door as a divider, and I really like that, so I used it here. And I don't know why Don needs so many chairs, because he lives alone. But I thought that would be great, and later on I switched up one of the islands to a bar, so he can make drinks. And yeah, here you can see that my phone always turns on while recording. How do I turn this off? It's so annoying, because every time I record something it just starts speaking like, oh, I couldn't catch that. And I'm like, yeah, of course you couldn't catch that, because it wasn't meant for you. So please stop harassing me, thank you. Yeah, sorry. So back to the build. Here in the living room, I tried to use generally in the whole house I tried to use some modern-ish furniture, very clean, very sterile, so I don't want Don's house to be cozy and comfy, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but in my head it wouldn't, his house wouldn't be really like lived in, like with pillows and stuff. It's not really his style, I would say. And also I really like this section when I built it with the stone siding, but while editing the video I noticed that it's not centered, so it really bothers me now that the space on the two sides of the TV is not the same. And I don't know how I didn't notice that, because you can see here that I was trying to put pictures on the two sides of the TV, and I saw that it's not the same, but I don't know why I didn't realize that means that the bottom wouldn't be the same either, but I will fix that later. Also, I was struggling a bit with the decoration in this house, because like most of my builds have a lot of plants and like clutter and stuff like that, but I don't really have any clutter that would fit Don's house. And I didn't really want to put a lot of plants in here because he doesn't really seem like the guy who would have a lot of plants. So it was really a bit of a struggle. The house is not that well decorated, you will see it at the end. But I kind of think that he wouldn't be the like decorate your house up to the last centimeter type of guy, if that makes sense. I don't know if that sentence made sense. I will see when I will edit this. But yeah, slowly but surely we are going to finish the first floor. I was actually struggling with that middle part because it's kind of empty, but I can't really put anything there without looking weird, I think, if that makes sense. That's one of my biggest issues with these condo houses, the diagonal part. It doesn't make any sense, and you can't really put anything before the entrance that way. So yeah, but somehow I managed. And yeah, now to the bedroom. I wanted to keep the original colors of Don's bedroom, which was the heavy red color. And as I said earlier, I kind of wanted to have this room to match his personality, like this womanizer, forever single, man of the town type of personality. But also I didn't want it to be super creepy. Because like I was wondering if I should put more pictures of women on the walls and stuff like that, but like, can you imagine going up to someone's place and their walls are full with pictures of other women? If that happens to you, I would advise run, girl, because that's a huge red flag. So I try to minimize the pictures of women in the bedroom, but that also means that the bedroom isn't really nice. I mean, it is kind of nicely decorated, but not over the top like most builds. And yeah, I wanted to have a glass roof above the driveway. And you can see that here I was suffering so hard with the placement of these transparent floor things. It was such a pain in the ass. And here, when I finally thought that I managed to make it look right, then I discovered that it's overlapping the lot boundaries by one tile, and it looked weird. So I thought, okay, I will move it, but as you can see, it was not an easy job. I struggled a lot with it. But finally I managed. And yeah, I am actually very, very satisfied with how that turned out, because I'm making this house over for like the 1000th time already, because I lost my earlier save from Pleasantview, and I think this one is the best so far. I am kind of happy with how this turned out. And yeah, I always struggle with how to make the houses look more interesting. because I'm not really a big fan of the full white wallpaper on the outside. And actually I saw a picture on Tumblr of someone using these columns as decorations, so since then I use these in every house I make because they just look so cool, and I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but it really gives a nice depth maybe to the houses. So I am very happy with how that turned out. The only problem is that this column that I used here is overlapping with the second story floor, so that's a bit weird, but I think here you can see it because of the carpet. And yeah, we are back to the decorating, which I struggled a little bit with. Like, you can see that I put that flower there, but I don't really think that fits there. But I was just running out of ideas, so I thought this would look nice, but also that object from Tiny Living, I don't think Don would have something like that in his room. But that's that. It's better than nothing, I would say. And of course a few flowers, because without flowers it's a bit boring. But yeah, I am kind of satisfied with the color scheme and with the overall look of this house. I remade the 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮 house already as well, and I have a recording of that as well. And I was just thinking how weird it is that in this house everything is kind of dark. Like, I used dark blue, dark red and darker stone colors, and in the 𝓱𝓮𝓻𝓮 house I think everything is white and yellow. So it's really interesting, in my opinion, how I unconsciously made that. And yeah, of course I gave the hot tub back, even though he didn't really have any money for that. I used a few money sheets because I thought the iconic things needs to be added, like the hot tub, and later on I will add the telescope as well. I think we are getting close to the end of the video. Here I'm just placing the lights, and later on a little bit of landscaping. I think I already said this in one of my videos, but if not, then I am saying this now. You know that landscaping is my not weak spot, because that would mean that I like it, but I am not really great at landscaping. So you can see that I kinda half-assed this. I basically just switched the flowers and put some nicer bushes down. Bixby, stop! She's harassing me. Okay, yeah. So I basically added some nicer flowers, and that should be the end of the video. I don't know, do you guys like it? I think it turned out really nice, and I don't really say that about my own builds a lot, because I'm always very self-conscious, especially when I see other people's builds of the same thing, like especially with the makeovers. So yeah, I am putting the telescope down, and basically this would be it. I don't know, what do you guys think, but I like this one. I think it fits Don, and I like the kind of modern-ish. I think it maybe looks a bit industrial. I think it looks nice, and I can imagine someone like him live in a house like this. I wanted to add a few more details, but as I said, I couldn't really find any decoration that would fit this type of aesthetic, so I hope you like this video. If you did, leave a like, let me know in the comments what do you think, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!